Holy cow. This is much, much bigger than we think. Remember this, write this down. Buy the rumors, sell the news. In today's video, I'm going to break down the rumors flying around BlackRock and XRP. Be very careful with this type of stuff. But if you know the game and you stay non-emotional, this could make you very, very wealthy. My name is Coach JB. What I work to do is make complex macro and microeconomic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can implement them. I created 2 free resources. My goal is to help 1 million people in the next 12 months. In the description of this video or in my social media platform, click the link. Number 1 is you can set up an absolutely free consultation with my wealth protection team. They show you exactly how I insure my wealth. In these volatile markets, I don't play games with my money. I use crypto as a very speculative asset, and I secure my wealth with insurance. They teach you how to insure your life. We teach you how to insure your wealth and your principal. Number 2 is a 16-page guide, absolutely free, the exact blueprint on how I built my ecosystem from completely broke 4 years ago to building generational wealth for my family in the next 5 to 10 years. So let's dive into this. First thing I want to share with you is take a deep breath. From my family's heart to yours, I truly, truly love you. My intentions are to help you be non-emotional about this. It's about to get wild, okay? Now, there's rumors floating around BlackRock and XRP, but let's debunk those rumors. But at the back end of this video, I'm going to show you a video with Kathy Woods, and she talks about Gary Gensler. Guys, we're all being played. I hope you know that. But not you, because you know when you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. And what I've taught over 7,000 warriors to do is to do the opposite of the 99%. So when they're panicking, you should be buying. And when they're selling and it's hitting the news, or when they're panicking, you should be buying. And when they're selling and it's hitting the news, or excuse me, when it hits the news and they're excited, you should be selling. So on the back end, I'm going to tell you exactly on every video, exactly what I'm doing to educate you. I'm only going to speak from my current paradigm of what I know. Okay. So it's hitting the news all over. November 13th, crypto surges. If you see me looking over here, guys, I have a big old screen right here, just so you know. I want to make that very clear. So crypto surges as BlackRock and Ethereum ETF plan is confirmed. Okay. So now we're getting to the point, remember, first they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it. Now they're starting to join it. And I'm here to tell you guys, I said the Ripple case was all by design. If you really look at the SEC cases, it's about an average of 24 months that cases are settled, and that's on egregious cases, right? Why did the SEC versus Ripple case take 3 years? And now that it's becoming to the end of it, all of a sudden, Bitcoin ETFs are going to be getting approved? Think about that for just a moment, guys. You have to understand birds of a feather fly together. But if you start to get non-emotional about this, you have an exit plan, you have a strategy, and you learn how to secure, compound, and grow. You're the one that's going to shift your family's timeline. But you do not need to go out and buy Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and $1 million homes. This is about financial freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of choice, and freedom to do what you want and be with your family. All right, so let's dive right into this. A lot of rumors flying around, and then it got crazy, right? So when I saw this stuff, I was like, come on, guys. So XRP future traders nurse $7 million losses. BlackRock ETF rumors cause wild price swings. XRP price jumped to 73 cents from 65 cents in 25 minutes after a tweet suggested financial behemoth BlackRock had filed for an XRP ETF. This is why I'm teaching you to be non-emotional. When you see this stuff, don't panic, guys. Okay. When things start going up, start exiting the markets. When things starts going down, start buying in the markets. Simple. Okay. Simple strategies. Read the book Intelligent Investor. Invest in companies, not emotion. Okay. So let's continue diving. So it was fake, obviously, but it caused a massive price swing. But the good news about this, guys, is it's creating so much attention. That's what we want, right? Attention creates volume, right? Volume brings in, or excuse me, regulation. The ETFs and clarity brings in institutions. And once we start to get there, everybody's like, why is an XRP at $3? Because there's not enough volume. You have to have volume. There's demand. You have to have demand. There's a supply, demand, right? There's a lot of supply. Now we need the demand. Okay. So it says how a fake BlackRock XRP filing seemingly fooled some ETF watchers. So this is just, it's a rumor, guys. There's BlackRock's not doing a XRP ETF. Okay. So that was a rumor. And so I want you to ask yourself, how did you react to that emotionally? Did you immediately, it's it? So that's what most people do. That's why I'm about a day late when I report the news, because I look, I digest, I listen to my gut. I use discernment, I seek wise counsel, and then I present, right? And sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, but I'm on the flow of energy with frequency of currency. Okay. I don't make decisions based on other people's opinion. I make decisions based on my gut feeling and my frequency and my understanding of what's happening. Okay. So let's dive a little bit deeper. I wanted to watch this video with you guys. I love Kathy Woods, man. I think she's somebody who you guys should follow. You got
World, mainly European folks.
We got Kathy Woods. Okay. We got Ray Dalio, Kathy Woods, Robert Kiyosaki. Those are my top 3 people that I follow in finances. Okay. So Kathy Woods is a badass in the investment space. And she's going to talk about, we're going to watch this for a little bit and I'll narrate this, but she's going to talk about Gary Gensler at the back end of this, right, guys? He is playing us. We know that. We know that, guys. This is all for his own financial gain. He's trying to become the head of the treasury and he is trying to protect the US dollar. Okay. And so it's all about protecting the US dollar. Guys, we're in the transition. This is like when narcissists get backed into a corner, what do? They start throwing haymakers. They get sloppy. They forget their strategy, right? They forget their lies. And that's where we're at. So it's time for you to raise up into that higher consciousness. This is your time, warrior. This is your time. Let's check this out. This is pretty exciting.
Sort of get your sense of where the market is and where crypto's going and what's happening here. But tell us about these ETFs specifically and what you're trying to do.
Yes, with our partner 21 Shares, which is the largest crypto ETP provider in the world, mainly European focused, we are launching 5 ETFs. The strategies are going to be around Bitcoin futures, Ethereum futures. One will be Bitcoin futures and cash. One will be Bitcoin futures and Ethereum futures. And then the last one will be broader Bitcoin and companies exposed to digital assets, right, equities.
How much of this is a dress rehearsal in your mind for
Okay, this is really important. How much is this a dress rehearsal for listen to this
moment in which the SEC says, okay, cat's out of the bag, you can actually issue an ETF that's directly invested in Bitcoin?
Well, it certainly is a dress rehearsal. We think there's a place. I think these strategies will be more probably institutionally focused, and I think the spot coin Bitcoin ETF will be perhaps more retail focused.
Is that something you want to do eventually?
A spot Bitcoin?
Yes.
Yes. What's interesting about it is, if you look at the pecking order, our filing is next in line.
No, I know you're on the list. So
yes.
The question. So let me ask you about that, because I think, and the question is actually at $36,000. Do you think that the move that we've seen in Bitcoin over the last, I don't know, what, 2 months now, how much of that is a function of sort of a pent-up demand or an anticipation that the SEC, because folks like BlackRock and Fidelity and you and others have made these applications, have the sense that it's more likely to happen now than it was a year or 2 ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about what he just said. BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK Investments. Guys, this is happening. Stop getting flooded out by your family members. Your banker told you cryptocurrency is a fraud. Your financial advisor told you cryptocurrency fraud. Your tax accountant told you cryptocurrency is fraud. All those people that judged you, hold the line. Don't trip. Dime in hand, guys. Be ready with an exit plan.
And is that misguided? Is that realistic? What is that?
I think what has happened, the change, is that the SEC actually asked us questions. I think
this is really important. She said, what's changed? Okay, so there's a stark difference. The SEC was dodging everybody, but listen to what she said. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Be patient. Focus on the goal. Financial freedom, not rich. Financial freedom. You're almost there. Stay the line.
Asked us questions, asked BlackRock, probably has asked a lot. Whereas before, our filings were just rejected out of hand.
Okay.
So that is movement. That is significant. And, you know, over the years, I've gotten to know the research people at the SEC, and I'm very impressed. And I was impressed by the questions they asked us, too. So
what were the kinds of questions they asked?
A lot of them were very technical. They're all about protecting the consumer. And, you know, of course, the showstopper, at least from Gary Gensler's point of view, is he thinks Bitcoin can be manipulated. And, you know, this is a decentralized, transparent network You can follow all the activity online. It's highly
But
unlikely.
it had to be that because he understands, Kathy. He's got enough. Not many people do. A lot of people don't have enough knowledge about how it works.
Yes.
To make an informed decision about Bitcoin. He taught at MIT about, so he understands that it's not a Ponzi scheme or a Beanie Baby. Right. So there has to be something else.
Well, I don't know what it is. I have wondered, there's speculation that he's interested in the Treasury Secretary position at some point. What does the Treasury Secretary do?
Protecting fiat for the government? I mean,
protecting fiat from the government. This shit is wild, dude. We're literally living in a freaking video game, man. This is crazy.
Very focused on. I don't know. I don't understand it myself because he definitely understands.
He understands. So it's there's something else.
There's something.
Okay, but
there's something else, family. There's something else. Look at her. She's like, "Yep, there is something else." Guys, Gary Gensler, guys, you can't make this shit up. 2012 was the biggest shift, man. End of the Mayan calendar. They turned on CERN, man. That thing, freaking Hadron Collider, turned on. The FOMC was created, the Future Oversight Committee, right? You had the Rosie Rios is told to reduce coin and cash usage. All kinds. The bank bailing committee was created. Now Jay Clayton sits on the board of the bank bailing committee who initiated the case against Ripple in 2020. And then they put the head MIT professor who came from the CFTC, Gary Gensler, in front of the SEC. He's trying to become part of the Treasury. It's like, man, let me scratch your back. You scratch mine. Let's do this. Let's do that. Guys, we're all being played. Just know that. So stop being played. Stop. Just understand the system. There's no invisible enemy. You have the tools and resources to free your family. Okay, so here's exactly what I'm doing. You keep hearing me talk about an exit plan. Anything I promote, I'm letting you know, I build my own ecosystems, guys. I'm not sponsored. I don't get paid by any company. I've never been paid by a cryptocurrency company. Everything I promote is my own ecosystem. Merlin, excuse me, over here, I'm the co-founder of Merlin. We created this because we saw so many people get wrecked from 2020 or 2020 to 2021 to 2022. Nobody had an exit plan. We had exit plans because we do the opposite of the 99%. We should have pulled more profits. Ideally, yes, we learned because we had spreadsheets. So we took a very innovative a very archaic technology, which is a spreadsheet with our exit plans, and we built Merlin, the smartest way to track your crypto. We do not hold your keys. We do not hold your crypto. It's just an interface where you can see all your exchanges in one spot. You can see daily gains and losses. And most importantly, guys, check this out. You can always know where your portfolio value, so you can pay attention to one spot. And then right here, you can create an exit strategy. So what happens is you're sitting at your busy job typing away, and then ding, you get an alert from us that says you're about 10% away from your first target to exit in XRP. And then you go and exercise that trade, guys. That way, you don't get wrecked like everybody. When the exchanges go parabolic, they shut down. Maintenance issues, guys. You can't get your crypto. So you need to ladder on the way up. And I promise you, it won't feel good because you have the greed gene. So this is really important. Listen to me. When you go to hit that button, your brain is going to say, you're going to make way more money. You're not. Because what's going to happen is when it goes parabolic, the exchange is shut down and you come sliding down the back end past the point where you should have hit the button. So what we do, I'll give you an example. I'm holding 50% of my crypto's long-term legacy, okay? I'm exiting 50% of my portfolio during the bull run. If XRP goes to $3.70, if it does, that'll be one of my first targets. I'll exit about, I'm doing the numbers off the top of my head, 5 or 7% of the first target. Then if it goes to 5, I'll exit 15% of the 50%. Does that make sense? And if it goes higher, I'll exit the next. And if it goes to my, whatever my goal is, right? Does that make, but I won't exit if it doesn't hit those targets. When I exit, okay, this is the paradigm that I know education around right now. I will pay my taxes or put my money back. It'll be long-term capital gains for me right now. And then I will secure an index universal life so that I could tap into my money twice. I'll secure my principal, I'll have living benefits, and I'll have a death benefit to it. Then I can borrow against my cash value, my policy, and I can buy more cash generating assets. With my cash generating assets, I'll buy more speculative assets like crypto, and we'll be getting into stocks in the future. And then we just repeat the process. I've been doing this for 4 years, guys. But this right here, Merlin, it's absolutely free for 30 days. You try it before you buy it. You will be so impressed. We already have over 1,000 people. We just launched 1,000 people using Merlin, and the reviews are absolutely amazing. So in the description of this video, click down there, use Merlin for 30 days. Another thing too, we're not playing games, guys. On our app, if you do not want to continue, you can go on there and click and cancel. You don't have to go through hoops. You don't have to be played with your money. None of that stuff. If you don't want to use Merlin, you go right on the app and boom, cancel your relationship with us. We are a relationship-based business. We want to make sure that we provide value to every single person we come in contact with. Money is frequency, money is energy, and you are a billionaire already, guys. You just have to tap into the frequency. You cannot become what you can't perceive. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. So 3 resources for you. Number 1 is the one-on-one consultation with my wealth protection team. Absolutely free. Watch out for scammers. We're not asking about your portfolio, asking you to send us money. Number 2 is a 16-page free guide on how we did this. And number 3 is 30 days free for Merlin, the smartest way to track your crypto. All these free resources so that you can be protected, so that you can build generational wealth for your family. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.